It's your girl Tamika, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll know when Tamika posts a video. Period.
She just let me know, but they show no fish. They say you found it, but she's still gonna hold on. They say you found it, but she doesn't want.
I want to give a shout out to all my supporters that have been watching my video, liking my video, dropping a comment. I just want to give y'all a shout out because y'all been doing y'all thing. You know, as a small YouTuber, I won't even say a YouTuber, as a small content creator, sometimes you get a little discouraged when you put little videos and stuff, but you have to understand there's cons to, you know, being new. I mean, I ain't really new because I have a family channel. Make sure y'all check out that family channel in the description. TJ Squad. We gonna always rep. But today, guys, we are talking about marriage today. I just want to touch on marriage today. And not only touch on it, it's due to that I have experience in it. So, and not to say if you don't have experience, you can't talk about it. But I just want to dig a little deep into it today because I have a lot of people that are married. I have a lot of people that are engaged. I have a lot of people that want to get married. It don't matter if it's men or women. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm able to give you some information to help your marriage or whatnot, coming from someone that has been married for 13 years. Okay? So I have my book here. Remember I told y'all I have to have a book because I be everywhere. Where's my pen? And I'm having a bad hair day, so if y'all see this on my head, mind your business. Mind your business. I keep on telling y'all that, mind your business. If you see this on my head, baby edges going different places, mind I want to talk about marriage. The reason why I felt it in my heart to talk about marriage because I do be on social media a lot. I see a lot of people talking about marriage and the pros and the cons. And it is pros and cons to marriage. It definitely is. Because marriage is not something, it's not a walk in the park. It's definitely not a walk in the park. So don't think it is. But marriage can be a beautiful thing if you and your spouse is on one accord. Now, not to say you and your spouse going to be on one accord all the time. Y'all may not be on one accord all the time. And sometimes that's okay because a little friction, you know, that can, you know, help out with other things. But I just want to give you things that have been helping my marriage and that continue to help my marriage because, like, it's never an ending story when it comes to marriage. You have to work at it. You cannot just be content and just be like, okay, I'm married and it stops there. It doesn't stop there. I should have wrote this down, but I got married in 2011. Me and my child's father. At the time, we only had one child, which is Jade. Jade was going on 4 years old. And we only had one child at that time. She was 3 going on 4. It was 2011. May 2011. May 6th exactly. 2011. We didn't do it the traditional way. You know, just get close to it and this and that. We didn't do it the traditional way. It was just one day. I'll give y'all a story time about that, but it was kind of one day. He was like, let's go to the courthouse. We doing it. And I was like, throw it off, but that's how it happened. We didn't have a lot of people that was excited about that part because I understand sometimes people want to be there to share the moment with you. But, you know, it is what it is. We had our 10-year anniversary and we had people actually there to share the moment with us at that time. But that's for another story time. But I just want to give you one of my let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I got like 5. I have 5 things that have helped me in my marriage, per se. And it's still helping me because, like I said, it's never an ending story when you marry. Okay, so my first thing I want to say, always keep God in your marriage. I don't care what people say, how they feel, especially if you're a believer of Jesus Christ. Always keep God in your marriage. Let him be the source of your marriage. Just let him be that glue to your marriage. And I can honestly say that's something that helped me and my husband because our marriage has never been a walk in the park. Like, it never been like, oh yeah, everything is perfect. Everything, no, it never been like that. Even though some people may think, oh my God, my little wrap falling. Even though some people that know us may think, they just, oh my God, I love how y'all does. Yes, but it never been like a walk in the park. Like, yeah, this is, woo. But if you keep God in your marriage and you stay connected to him, somehow, some way, whatever situation it is, God gonna see through it. He gonna see you right through it, and y'all gonna get through it. And with me and my husband, that has been our source. It's many times I'm like, dang, I don't even know how we still married, how we made it, but glory to God. So, and I'm honestly only talking to the believers, because you know what I'm talking about. You know, God can get us through anything. So keep God connected. Keep connected to God. Keep God is the glue. Stay connected. That's my first one. And not to say that we've been through a whole lot through our marriage. We had more good times than bad times. Like, we have more good times than bad times. Thank you, God, for that. But, just dealing with different personalities, different egos, different roles. It can be a lot at times, but just to give y'all, just an example, like my husband is like one of my best friends. So, it's a lot, but it works. My second one is communication. You have to communicate. Don't expect your spouse to read your mind. If you feel some type of way, please voice it to your spouse, please. And I'm honestly saying, that was the issue for us in our marriage. My husband, you can comment down below if you're in agreement with that. But communication, like, sometimes if you feel some type of way, you don't want to voice it to your spouse because you feel like y'all gonna get an argument or whatever. You should be able to let your spouse know if something going on, if you feel some type of way. And your spouse should be able to receive it, because you want to know how your spouse feels. You want to know, hey, I'm feeling like this, I feel this way, because that's how the action is going to portray in the marriage. If I feel some type of, let's say for instance, I feel like he did something, I feel like he'll being disrespectful to me or whatever, and I can't voice it to him, guess what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start acting it out. You know what I'm saying? Agitated, acting, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you're able to communicate with your spouse. You have to. I know a lot of people not big on this, and it's hard, but make sure you communicate with your person. Even if your person is not a communicating person, y'all got to get on that. Y'all have to get on that, because I'm telling you, a lot of things that's unsaid turn into something else. I want to go to 3. Date your spouse. Please date your spouse. Do not get married and think that's the end. Don't think, oh, I'm married. I'm good. I'm married. Date your spouse. Please date your spouse. Marriage is not the ending. Date your spouse. Please. Take some time out for you and him to, throughout the week, throughout your busy schedule, take some time. Because what it is, by you dating your spouse, y'all kind of refreshing each other. Reminding each other like, oh my God, how much I love this person. You have to date your spouse. Don't think it stopped at marriage. Do not think it stops, because a lot of people, I see they be very content. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be, like I said, this is my channel, and I want to be open and upfront with you guys. It's a lot of times I got content. It's a lot of times my husband got content. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But we had to remind ourselves, look, we in this for the long run, so you got to make things new. You know what I'm saying? We not getting younger, we getting older, so you have to make things new. And mind you, I think I was 24. I think I was 24 when I got married. I was 24, if I'm not mistaken. 24. We were pretty young when we got married. So, you know what I'm saying? When you're pretty young, you vibing, you vibrant. And you're going places having fun. When something new, you having fun, you doing this and doing that. But I think a lot of people get content because they feel like the person not going nowhere, or the person okay with everything being the same. No, date your spouse. Date your spouse. Make things new every day. Now, however, you're not going to be able to do it every time, but make sure you remind your spouse how important it is to you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you just, you know, refresh it, because that helps a lot. That helps definitely a lot. Fourth thing will be intimacy. Intimacy don't have to be sexually all the time. Intimacy, go cuddle on the couch. Go lay next to each other. Go give each other a facial, a foot massage, something, because this is how you guys keep connection with each other. This is how me and my husband connect. You know what I'm saying? His love language is touch. So if I'm rubbing his head, whatever, that's good for him. Mine is action. What, it shows of action or something? I think that's what it is. I don't know those by heart, whatever, but that's what mine is. Like, I like, if you say you're going to do something, do it. That's me. Let me go ahead and correct it. Acts of service is like you're showing your spouse that you love them. You remember the small things, and you just, you know, showing it in that way. But get in tune with the intimacy, please. Even if it's sexual, y'all married. So even if it's sexually or non-sexual, this is a way to show vulnerability and a way to connect with each other. This is a way for y'all to connect. Like, I can let me just speak on the time when me and my husband, we was so busy. Like, we going two different ways. He picking up my son, I'm picking up my daughter. It's like we was going to there. He going here to go practice, I'm home. And it just like, it was just too much. And it's like we were just passing each other. Hey, baby, kiss and go. That right there alone can throw off a marriage. It can throw off a marriage. But if you guys focus on each other either at least once a week, like, oh, we know this day is set. We gonna cuddle. We gonna watch a movie together. This is our private time. This is what we gonna do. That can help out a lot. And it have helped me and my husband out a lot. We try to date each other once a week. Once a week. If it's not once, it's twice a week. And if we skip that week, okay, we skip that week because we're busy. But you have to show intimacy in your marriage, please. On number 5, please have something. Please be independent. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm an independent woman, I can take care of my own bills. No. Have something outside of your husband, outside of your kids. And if you don't have kids, have something outside of that spouse. Once again, I am a witness to this. I surround myself around my kids and my husband a lot. My husband has something outside of me. My kids have something outside of me. It was me not having something outside of them. So I was more sensitive and prone to, you know, feelings getting hurt or whatever, because I'm more tuned in like everything, and everybody have two different things. So what been helping me and my husband right now is that we ride in two different cars. And I mean, it may sound like, what? That helps y'all? Yes, we ride in two different cars sometimes. So let's just say, for instance, if I know I can go home and get a ride with him when we're going somewhere, instead of me doing that, no, I'll meet you there. You know what I'm saying? I'll meet you there. That give me some time to think. That give him some time to think. It's kind of like you having space, a little space. If y'all know me personally, everybody know, me and my husband is like this. We go everywhere together. That can also hurt you at times. You know what I'm saying? We go everywhere together. And when I tell you everywhere, and it's not a bad thing, because we love each other company. We love each other company. It's not really a bad thing, but it can be, it can be something that can be too much. And I think with me and my husband, we did it a lot. But we still do it, but it's just like sometimes, like I can see, like, okay, I'll meet you over there. You gotta come and get me, I'll meet you, or I'll ride over there, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Just to give each other a little space, because over, you know, smothering someone can cause a lot of friction in a marriage. I can honestly say that. It can cause a lot of friction. Sorry. Just make sure you have something outside your marriage, you know, that your spouse is okay with too. So I ain't talking about anything else. I ain't talking about crazy stuff. I'm just saying, make sure you have something outside of your relationship, you know, that you can be doing and he can be doing. And when y'all come back together, y'all miss each other. You know what I'm saying? 5, let me see. Respect each other. Please respect each other. Please respect each other inside and outside. please respect each other inside and outside. How you portray yourself in the home, it's going to eventually come out on the outside. Respect each other, because nobody wants to be in a relationship that they don't feel respected. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody had this time of feeling not respected, and then we learn from it, and then we fix it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is raised differently, and sometimes you can't expect people to know how to respect people if they've been doing this their whole life. So just make sure if you love someone, you will respect them. So make sure you show your spouse the utmost respect. Even if you don't agree with things, show your spouse the most respect, because it's only right. It's only right. If you feel like your spouse does not deserve respect because they disrespect you, that may be something you guys need to have. I may need to have someone in the middle to mediate that, like a professional person, because sometimes if you get, families or friends, sometimes it may be a little biased, and you want everybody to feel comfortable enough to, say their part and why this is going on. I don't know how to explain. I'm gonna just be, like I said, I'm gonna be vulnerable right now. I'm a very strong-headed woman, okay? It takes a strong-headed man to date me, you know what I'm saying? And my husband, he's strong-headed too. So we just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? My husband had to get used to my ways or whatever. And it's not saying I disrespect him, but he had to get used to me because I was raised like that. I was raised to be tough. I was raised to be strong-headed. I just was raised like that. But with my husband, I can be soft. I can be a little soft. I can tone it down a little bit. But at first, it wasn't like that. I wasn't toning it down. And sometimes I catch myself sometimes. That's how I was raised. But you can break out of stuff like that. If you want to change for your person, you can break out stuff like that. And I don't want to speak on a lot of things from him because he's not here to speak on himself. But I'm just giving y'all from me. I don't know what they call it, like an alpha female. That's basically what I am. I'm like, and it's just how I was raised. So the reason why I brought up that is sometimes, when a woman is kind of like strong-headed or strong-headed or whatnot, some men may take it as a sign of disrespect. And it's not that. In my case, it's definitely not that. It just, I was raised like that. But with my husband, he makes me tone it down a little bit. He makes me a little softer. And that's when you know that you actually in a relationship with a man, not a boy. But you got to be willing to change. You got to be willing to change it a little bit, soften it up a little bit. Last one. Keep people out your business. Keep people out your business. Keep people out your business. I don't care how mad you is. I don't care if you feel like you need to talk to someone. Venture out and be telling y'all business, especially when y'all have a disagreement. I'm big on that. I'm really big on that. I'm big on how my family sees my spouse, because you have to be very careful with that, because it could be something that we mad about today, and then our family can be still mad about it, and we done got over it. And now our family looking at us like, well, I don't like this person. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be very careful. And as a married person, you cannot sit there and get advice from people that's not married and that's not grounded in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this because, yes, it's a lot of married people, but a lot of married people are not grounded in a marriage. They just have a piece of paper, like a lot of people say, and they just doing what they want to do. So they giving you this advice that it's not good. You know what I'm saying? And you pick it, you know. So if you marry, try to surround yourself around a lot of people that's married. Good examples, not people that just marry. Good examples. I can say I have two friends that actually, my best friend and my childhood friend, they both was married, and they no longer married at this point. But I won't mind taking advice from them, because they were both married, and it's like it never been a moment where they gave me bad advice if I ask about something or if I say something. So you have to know when the advice is not advice. I have had a single friend when I first got married. When I first got married, like I said, my first year was our most terrible year. By the grace of God, we made it through. Probably because we was young and we had to learn how to, submit. Or, it was just something new for us. I had a friend that was like, girl, do you? If I would have continued to take advice from that single friend while I'm married, and I was like, very vulnerable and what I don't know kind of where that would have led me at. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes your friend's opinion is very big on your heart, and that's how I am. If you're a close friend to me, your opinion is very big on my heart. So you have to be mindful who you take advice from. Please, please. Don't go out here telling y'all business. Don't go out here taking advice from everyone. I ain't trying to say act like you know it all, but just know when it ain't advice that you need to be hearing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, right now, this year, it made 13 years for me and my husband being married, and it hasn't been like a whole walk in the park. It hasn't been like, oh yeah, it's yeah. But through God, we making it. We making it. Our good is our good and our bad is our bad. But we're making it. You know what I'm saying? I'm so thankful that we are. But that's it. That's all I'm going to give you guys with. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell when you know Tamika is posting a video. I hope this video was able to help someone to, help you in your marriage or help you newly engaged. Just take these steps. What works for me may not work for you. But I know that number one thing that I said, the first one I named, connect to God. Baby, if God is your source, trust me, it will work. And if you spiritually connected with that person and y'all equally yoked, it will work. Just pray about it. Sometimes you can pray for situations and God will just remove it. So I hope this video was able to help someone. I hope I wasn't talking in circles, because sometimes I do. But I just wanted to talk to y'all guys about marriage. I just wanted to give y'all my advice about marriage. Like I said, what works for me may not work for you. But until then, I'm out.
But they show no fish. Yeah, say you found it, but she's still gone.